Hello guys, thanks for tuning into my channel again. Today I want to show you my version of a 72 by 2 inch belt grinder. In the end, if you like the video, of course you can comment and like, and of course subscribe. That helps. I try to make those videos as entertaining as possible, but it's really about the facts. So anyways, I searched the net and I saw several, 5, 6, 7 different grinders. Some are really professional, which, obviously that is not. That's something homemade. I'm not a machinist. I don't have a professional metal shop, as you can see in the background. It's not a professional wood shop. I'm not an electrician master. It's just the way I find things on books, on YouTube, or just to dig deep in your brain and just try to figure a way. So this is it. I have actually a list of what every part costs. I hear things about build one for $30, which I don't know, doesn't really make a lot of sense, because the guy actually states he bought skateboard plastic casters for $30, but then he says the motor costs him $45 on eBay, so which is already $75. And all the materials that people have laying around, they cost something in the first place. They just haven't used it in a while, and now they reuse it. So the only thing I had laying around is basically what I used for the base down here. This is an old pull-out couch, which I just chopped up about 2 years ago. It has those steel casters on, and if I would have put a price tag on them after I build that machine, I know that square stock, it's all pretty expensive. So you're probably looking at about $150 to $200 to build a stand like that. That includes, of course, the top frame here. Then that bench top plate is a 1/4 inch, 36 by I think 32 inch, 1/4 inch steel, which I mounted. I did not weld that on. I mounted it with those self-tabbing hex screws. But you still have to pre-drill, because the tab itself is not long enough. And then, of course, they would stick through. I just ground them down flush. And this is just because of the weight in mind. If I have to move it upstairs out of the basement, I can just unscrew it and carry it up piece by piece, instead of trying to muzzle that whole thing up the stairs. And if I would have welded, you gotta cut the weld, and it's just not that nice anymore. So then I've seen other videos. I think you can just buy the skeleton itself, which costs like $900 or so, and you're still getting only like plastic casters and not the high performance aluminum casters, which they put I think a $200 price tag on. And I'm not even sure if it comes with a motor. So this is my version. All this I bought, except of course the stand. I just mentioned that it's from an old pull-out couch. This is a 2 horsepower, 1-phase motor. I do not recommend 3-phase, because who the hell has a 3-phase in his house? And the motor, I can show you the tag on the other side, but I can tell you what it is. 2 horsepower, 115 or 230 volts, 3,450 rounds per minute, marathon, air compressor, continuous duty, or continuous run, I think it's called. We got the 4-speed pulleys, the belt. It's all on my list. The switch. I know this is not professional, but hey, it works. So what I did here is, since there's always a little bit of space between the two different stock sizes, see that kind of moves back and forth. So I like to have 2 pressure points to keep it straight this way, and of course then 2 pressure points to keep it straight down, so this way it's really squared out. And the same, of course, with the tool rest. Give yourself enough space here and there. Don't make those handles too long, so you can go back and forth with your tool rest. What else I found is I did a long hole in here of the tool rest tube. This is a long hole also on the other side, so I can use the back as pivot point and actually just bring this side up and down, which also can change the angle a little bit if you need. I don't know what it makes, maybe 5-10 degrees, or bring the pivot point all the way down or all the way up, which also changes it. That is that. You paint it good to keep the rust away. So the idler wheel, this is all aluminum. We know the basics, so that goes in and out to adjust the idler wheel. The drive shaft is longer. I plan on actually in the future putting a 6-inch disc wheel on. And the reason why this is so much larger is because I'm probably gonna put my bench vise on that platform also, and probably the little Ryobi grinder with those puffing wheels on. So I have it all together and I don't have to run around in the shop, running from machine to machine. It's all here. So, this is that. This is I guess some sort of heavy duty door hinge. It's not the flimsy one. It's the size up. It comes in pretty handy. I like that. Pillow bearings with good 1/2-inch bolts. You want that solid mounted down, so all this can be taken apart and not being replaced instead of welding it. Those are two 19-point-something pound springs, fully extended. I don't know what they mean by fully extended. Is it before they collapse? I don't know. And this, of course, as we know, is tension for the idler wheel. Let's let it run quick. You gotta hold it down a little bit because it's so powerful. It's gonna lift the motor as I switch it on. So I hold it and just put it with my elbow on. Alright, now I have the list here. I'm going to explain it real quick. The total, can I zoom out more now? The total of that machine is $829.13, and this accounts for every screw, nut, bolt, washer, square stock, drive shaft, the wheels, everything. See if we can get that better. Better here. Come on. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better. So the deal is, of course, I'm going to go down slowly later on. So this nuts and bolts and square stock, $174.41. So if you want to skip that heavy-duty bench top, then you take off $90. Or you have it laying around, take off the $90. This is the motor, including shipping. If you have the motor, take this amount of money off. And electric wire switch and the motor contacts you probably need anyway. It's 15 amp, but I believe actually put a 20 amp switch in. If you don't do 3 or 4 speed pulleys and you just connect it directly, the motor with the drive wheel on a variable speed switch, then you don't need the belt. But you gotta add probably around $300 for the variable speed switch. Well, if you weld, you cannot take off the weld wire, $23. And that list just goes down. The pillow blocks and the free shipping. The aluminum idler wheel was free shipping. The 4-speed pulleys It states here, including shipping and tax. The 4-inch aluminum drive wheel, you're probably going to need one way or the other, of course. So this you have to have included. The plate and attachment I bought, $145. I cannot see building this whole thing by myself and, making it as good, as straight as is. So I'd rather spend that amount of money, buy it myself. And here again, the keyed drive shaft. If you have your motor directly connected to the drive wheel, you don't need that. So you can see from this list whatever you have or want or not want or can make yourself, just take that off to this $829. And I'm trying to zoom out here so you probably can see the whole list. And then maybe, not quite sure if it's visible, I got some light glare in here. Maybe I can just go down slowly again. So you know what I'm talking about if you see that list. It's up to you what you do. But this is what I paid for. Every single part is accounted for. Yes, well, I guess that's it. And this is my version of a 72 by 2-inch belt grinder. I haven't used it yet. It's all nice and shiny still. And I hope you like this, and I hope it helps you figuring out something. Maybe there are some details that others didn't show you, or you were missing, or silly questions. This is all 1/2-inch bolts. I like it heavy duty. I like it to outlast me if possible. These are all 3/8 bolts. They are 1/2-inch. This is one that's nice and sturdy. They are 3/8. You got 4 in there. It's pretty good. 1/4-inch tool rest. This is all like 1/8 tubing, 1/8. I think they call it perforated. I like them because the holes are in already, and they always match, which is really nice. Yeah, and I guess that's it. So please like and subscribe. Any questions? Give me a howl. Thanks for watching the Fishing Reel with this 72-inch belt grinder. Goodbye.